honey. Wow. This is a tomb of honey. Hey. Okay. Yes, peeps, so that's the tomb of honey. Honey, I'm home. Can I say that? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, family. It's a boy Olifire 777 coming to you from Galtigo Bay or Montego Bay. So this morning I want to go to Rosal. So I don't know if you have a call for make a what do you call it, reservation, but let's see how it goes. So after gentleman is across the road, after you cross the road, straight across the stoplight and go right, ask anybody and they will give you direction. So let's see how it will go this morning. As I say, I'll try to get to Rosal. So in Jamaica you just ask direction, because I need to take a taxi, not walk, because I'm looking on Google and it showed me say 25 minutes. So 25 minutes I will walk that, peeps. As if it take 25 minutes to drive, what minutes that take to walk? You know that, sure. So, stick and stay, my peeps. Taking up on the journey with me. On fire, all fire. Good morning, miss. Should I take taxi for go Rosal?
Rosal?
Yeah.
Rosal, that's how you know.
Yeah, so I take taxi.
Airport and go straight. I wish part now. Salmon taxi pass all them places. So
today I meet my tour guide again, peeps. Say my name again, tell me your name again, Jason. Yeah, alright, my name Jason. Yeah, that is it, peeps. So I look at taxi for go Rosa, Juta Tours. So hold on the peeps. Yeah. True, man. Make it think more difficult than it is. I hate that. Yeah. So I see a lot of white people what I say there. A lot of white people what I say I'm play golf. It's a golf course over there, so. Okay. There's one couple can see Annie Palmer, you know. And she's still up here? So she's not still up here though? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, so you never go up there yet?
Never go there. As far as a big tree there.
I'm
turning back.
Why?
Aside earth, but I really want it, then hold it against me.
Oh.
Put it against my boss, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going
There's a Rosal Tours left. And it's the White Witch. The White Witch Golf Course. Okay. Right. Yeah. Oh, functions and stuff up there. Okay, alright. I'm gonna take a left turn then. Come watch a movie then here, wrong turn. Like I hit me, I take. Yeah, take a right turn. Alright, boss. So it's people finally there, Rosal. So let's see how it goes. Because I was calling to make a reservation, but then I wasn't getting through. So nothing done. Yeah. Let's see the sign there, Rosal. It's a very good walk to go up. So stick and stay, please. And don't go away. Yeah, some tour bus here, like. Because I guess it's tour because I don't think people are gonna walk this far. Go up. That's why the driver tell me say him not go up. I asked him if it's a long drive, walk. He said no man, not long. So anyway people, stick and stay.
Don't go back them up there, we know. I don't joke, Barry. You don't go back them up there, we know.
Definitely.
That's survival, man.
The journey a little bit?
No, man, it cup hole
No,
now.
a little bit, but yeah, whole heap.
Cup hole now, you know?
Yeah, like it thin.
Yeah.
I'm not meeting night. What you know? Alright. So yes, peeps. I think it's a tour now. We'll pay for the tour and see how it goes. So anyway, peeps, stick and stay and don't go. No way. One fire, all fire, love what I do and do what I love. Do it to the best of your ability. Peeps, I'll be taking you to places we've never been before. Yeah. So we're at Rosal Greathouse. And we're going to visit Annie. I really want to see Annie. Good afternoon. So let's see if Annie is still here. Stick and stay. So yes, peeps, I'm sitting here waiting on the tour guide to come and take me to go see Annie. Annie, I've never seen her before. So Annie is awaiting me because I want them to chase Annie out of the Greathouse. Just kidding. Yeah, so when local come, local pay $15 US, as in 2,500 Jamaican dollars. They get a armband. Yeah. So I'm sitting and waiting on my tour guide to come get me. Yeah. So anyway, peeps, stick and stay. As I said, we're gonna go places we never go before. So don't run away. And remember, I didn't think nothing at all stop there. But as I said, I was calling, I didn't get through, I didn't know how. So I just take a vehicle, came here and walk from all the way down, get a lift, come up. And I'm at the Greathouse now. Rosal Greathouse. Just stick and stay. Don't go away. One fire, all fire.
A lot of school trip we have coming in all the time.
Okay. I've never been here.
And we also offer a night spooky tour.
Night spooky tour?
Yes.
Really?
It is a reenactment, so you know it's very spooky and you might have a chance of seeing anything.
Really? Where you have the night tour?
Inside the house.
Inside the house?
Yeah, it's like a reenactment, so it's
Okay.
different from the day tour.
Okay. So you're okay to record at the night?
No.
Okay.
I think you can take pictures in the night.
Okay.
So you can take a photo of the house if you like.
Okay. Wow.
And we have one photographer with tell you the service that we offer.
Well, nowadays you have smartphone you need for. Anything you can do, I can do even better. The smartphone, yeah, that's it.
Well, the thing is, he offer a photo with you in the house with the rose. So the saints were the one who gave her the name, the White Witch, because of the way she treated them so bad. So they called her that. Annie, originally from England, born in 1802 to an English mother, Irish father. Well, her parents, they were merchants. They were interested in trading, but they moved to Haiti to practice voodoo because they believed that practicing voodoo, it would attract a lot of money.
Yeah.
But they died shortly after arrival in Haiti, and they did not have any relative in England. She couldn't go back. She was raised by the nanny who taught her everything about voodoo. When Annie was 18, the nanny died. She came to Jamaica in search of a wealthy husband. And that's how she met and married John Rose Palmer. Spent 11 years in the house. Within 9 years, murdered her 3 husbands, countless slave lovers. She didn't waste any time on the plantation. Annie, she poisoned. Well, she didn't waste any time. But the first husband, she poisoned him with arsenic when she found out everything was real to her. The second one was stabbed, boiling oil, poured down his ear to make sure he was dead. And the third was a junkie, was abusive. She strangled him with the help of food slave lover Taco. So you see, Annie being a wealthy plantation owner helped to make the law have affairs with overseers. They cover for her. They didn't bring her up to the relevant authorities. Right? And she get away with everything. She have everybody in the palm of her hand. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't really get that she actually studied voodoo.
Yeah, she practiced voodoo
so
because her parents died shortly after arrival. So Annie couldn't go back to England because there wasn't any relative known to her in England. So now she was raised by the nanny who taught her everything about voodoo. Yeah. And then she came here in search of a wealthy husband. She didn't find 1, 2, or 2, but 3. Well, at different times. She married at different times. Alright, so we're in the ballroom where Palmers socialized with wealthy friends. They danced to 17th, 18th century chamber music. They didn't have the type of music that we have today. No reggae, no Bob Marley. Rooms and dance by candlelight.
Repeat the kind of music?
I said they didn't have any reggae nor Bob Marley back then. So they had chamber music back then. And the rooms enhanced by candlelights, and today the lighting systems converted in electric lights, chandeliers, and 18th century piece made from French gold array. And
so this wasn't here?
No, because they had candles back then. Yes.
So majority of this is the same way it was.
Alright, so what you see now replicas. However, they look just like the original but not original. Right? After Annie Palmer's death on the plantation here, the British government, they claimed the house and they sold it to 3 separate families. Jamaica didn't gain independence as yet. So the Barretts and the Jarretts, they bought the house only to work the sugarcane plantation. But in 1905, the Henderson family bought the house to live in. But while their maid was cleaning upstairs for them to move in, she fell from Annie's favorite balcony, broke her neck and died. They believed the house was haunted. They believed their maid was pushed off by Annie's ghost. They stripped the entire house of all the woodwork, all its furniture, used it to build the Braemar house in Kingston, which is an apartment house today. So what you'll be seeing are replicas, except for 4 original pieces upstairs. I'll point out to you when we go there, along with the paintings on the wall. So they were sent back, believed to be personal to the house. In the corner, we have that grandfather clock, which was donated to the house by the late country Wisconsin Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash and the Rollins did the garden friends. He's sitting on his Greathouse 5 minutes drive away. Originally purchased it from the late John Rollins. It has its retained home for over 30 years. After his death in 2003, the Rollins repurchased it and used it as a museum. So
that information as a Jamaican.
You know.
I've seen this chair.
Alright, so we are in the library. The library was the most frequently occupied room in the house where all business discussions take place. On the wall, the portrait is of Rose, the first and good mistress. We have no picture of Annie the witch because slave burnt her personal belongings.
So they actually have no picture of her?
Well, just one believed to be her. I'll point that out to you. Yeah. And Rose and her husband concentrate on building this house, unlike Annie murdered all 3 husbands, countless slave lovers. She only contributed. Mahogany paint chair, It is on hold in a library step for them reaching books and records from high shelves. Average height 5 feet 2, and it was even short of 4 feet 11 inches. They said dynamite comes in small packages. That's Annie.
Okay. 5 feet 11?
She was
5
feet.
4 feet.
Inches.
Oh, yeah.
Average height 5 feet 2.
Okay.
This resembles a chest of jaw, however, it is called a gentleman's slang from this. Yes, and they use it for some book work. They call it a bureau, they call it a secretary desk as well.
Okay, pretty cool.
So from here we're gonna go straight down inside the main dining room, which is this way. Here we are in the main dining room. This was where the Palmers they dined whenever they had guests in the house. The centerpiece is a 4-pedestal Sheraton banquet table. Chairs are ribbon, chippendale. Directly across, we have an 8-piece mahogany break front with 18th century trained china dishes on display. So look at the chandelier. A guest visited and took a photo of the chandelier. When it develops, 4 bat images or faces appeared in it. Can be seen downstairs along with others when you go there.
Okay.
To the side is this.
Now?
You never know. To the side is this Sheraton inlaid sideboard with a Sheraton knife box on display, and he placed knives in it, locked it with a key so the slaves don't get a hold of the knives. And he treat the slaves so bad, she fear what they'll do if they get a hold of one knife.
Imagine
Above the portrait is of King Louis, the 16th of France. He was beheaded with Marie Antoinette during the French Revolution. Annie Palmer bring that painting along with her from Haiti. Haiti is a French colony.
Yeah.
The fabric silk on the wall, throughout the house, pure wall fabric. Rollins change them every 10 to 15 years depending on the condition they're in.
Okay.
Cannot be cleaned on the wall.
And this picture is how much a whole now?
Well, let's say Annie died in 1831. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Wow.
long time.
Yeah.
And it was in the Henderson hand. So after the Henderson family, when the Rollins had it restored, all these pieces believed to be personal to the house, the Henderson family, and give it to the Rollins.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. All mahogany woodwork. So this is the lower gallery. It was once used as a reception hall for serving both dining rooms, bedrooms upstairs. So we'd have servants would enter from that door with food because kitchen was on the outside. In case of a fire, they didn't want the entire house to be burned. Now whenever servants were bringing food from the kitchen, they would have to be whistling. If they were caught not whistling, Annie believed they were eating out the food, so she'd have them punished so the others wouldn't do the same. The painting on the wall is original. Now that lady in red is believed to be Annie, and she watches you in whichever direction you go. Not just her eyes that follow you, but the whole head turns along. Look at the lady in red while walking down. Keep your eyes on her. Go check it out. Not just the eyes that follow, but the whole head turns along.
Okay. Yeah, that is cool.
Annie didn't have children, didn't have time for them. They spend so much time killing other people, I believe. But that little girl she hold at the back, which doesn't seem friendly, the head is much younger than the body. Arms seems to come from a doll, which is weird. The one at the side like a porcelain doll, and look at the hand, just seems to be stuck on. The one in blue, that head doesn't match the body, just her in red, the only real person. Even the boy seems to be wax. Look at the faces, look like they were wax. And even the dog seems afraid. It's kind of weird. It's a weird painting. We don't know who did it because there is no signature to it. However, the lady in red fits the description in the book, The White Witch of Rosa. We're getting information from.
If that was Annie,
so
she's
we believe
beautiful.
her to be Annie. Yeah, she was indeed. The book states that she was very petite. She have a childlike face, black penetrating eye, black hair.
Okay. Hi, honey.
Yeah, be nice. Alright, so we have the photo here at the condition that the late John Rollins bought the house in 1965.
Oh, okay.
As I told you before, it was an empty official when the Rollins Day party.
Yeah.
However, look at this today.
Yeah.
You see they did a pretty awesome job, right? So only 15 Greathouses remaining today, including this one.
Okay.
The job lead table was donated to the house by the late country western singer Johnny Cash, along with the grandfather plaque printed out in the corner inside the barroom there.
So I want to know about. So all these pictures was in that house same way, right? Okay.
The Henderson family, they stripped the house of everything, all the woodwork, all the furniture. So they take everything from the house. So when the Rollins had it restored, the Rollins worked from the copy of the original ground plan to get the house to its original look. Also from the Henderson family as for the interior,
Oh, okay.
to know where the things were.
Okay.
Right, and they send back the 4 pieces along with the paintings believed to be personal to the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so every Greathouse would have a secret passageway in case of an uprising. They would have an easy escape route, and you use it for a different reason.
Okay.
Whenever she have her husband killed, she has slaves that take the bodies, buried by the sea. When the slaves return, she have them beheaded, dead man tell no tales.
Okay.
No one would actually notice a door back then.
Okay.
The morning room or breakfast room, this was where Palmer's Day dined whenever no one else was in the house. Yeah, so the table apple white, the chairs are early Queen Anne. To this side, we have this Welsh dresser. There are pewter pieces on display, so the Palmer's eat from pewter plates. So those pewter plates were made from tin and lead. Continuous eating from it led to slow brain poisoning because the hot food, it absorbed the lead, slowly poison the brain. We believe and it to be crazy, it along with the practice of voodoo magic.
Oh.
Against the wall, 18th century, built-in plumbing system, copper lavabo for washing hands and utensils before and after meal. They fill it up with water. Under the bottom would be a little top area to turn it on and off, no longer there. We have on the floor that utensil tray for the silverwares. You know, the spoons, the forks, knives were locked away as you see, and it didn't take chances. Look at this wooden bucket on the floor. Go ahead, lift it, feel the weight. Slave children fetch water 1.5 miles if water spilled out the whips. The need for them to be strong to work around the plantation. Imagine filled with water. And it wasn't a nice lady at all.
I was working at Anya on the best job.
Well, I've been looked every day, taking that bucket to and from.
Okay.
All right, and the fabric on the wall.
Yeah.
Wow, French fabric on the wall. Yeah. So we'll be going upstairs where the loving and the killing took place.
Wow. Annie, I'm coming up.
That's a good combination. What's it?
Honey, I'm home. Can I say that? I said, honey, I'm home.
Yeah, be nice. Use this area as a family sitting hall. They would sit and socialize.
Yeah.
Replica of Annie's favorite balcony. That's where Annie would sit or stand. She'd watch the slaves being beheaded, beaten, or hung in the rear courtyard. Was a form of entertainment, watching the slaves. They didn't have TV back then. Live entertainment. The Henderson maid fell, broke her neck and died. Which is, looking at it,
She just fell from here.
it's very small.
Yeah.
There is no way she could have slipped and fall. She must have been pushed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. More Asian. Alright, so here we are in the pearl room. It is not called pearl because of the cruelty down here,
Yeah.
but because of the fabric. It was all hand stitched or hand embroidered in India. And it killed the third husband. She strangled him with the help of freed slave lover Taki. Wash basin and a bedpan. commode indoor toilet over to this side.
Okay.
Toilet so far away. Each bedroom would have one. Not a big of anyone.
Oh. So, exactly. She was this sure that she could actually sleep on this bed.
The third husband.
Oh.
Then,
Okay.
and he had her own bed. It was a custom thing for them.
Separate rooms.
So
Oh.
whenever she needed her husband, they would have to go to her.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so this is a toilet room called Paul because of the French fabric on the wall, and
Yeah.
he killed the second husband here. She stabbed him several times in his sleep, boiling oil poured down his ear to make sure he was dead. Different strokes for different folks, she killed them different ways. The beds
Wow.
are not short because of how rigid, but because of how they slept. Pumped up with pillows to the back. They said it was good for their digestive system. They eat a lot, they go to bed, they believe lying down they will die in their sleep. They got killed in a way that didn't help.
Oh, okay.
And this room we have a lovely breeze as you can feel,
Yeah,
and a nice
yeah.
view, and they didn't appreciate
Yeah.
this it seems.
Should the Airbnb here without the night?
And they would have to do a lot of changes for that.
Yeah.
We have no bathroom.
Oh, okay. No.
So welcome to Annie's bedroom, the witch where she lived, loved and died, and Red depicts her passionate nature for blood. She was very hot-blooded, also hot-tempered. Portraits original. One there, one to the side. We don't know who they are. They were sent back, believed to be personal to the house after the rolling site restored. A
Okay.
guest visit took a picture of the headboard. When it develops, a sad face appeared in it, so that can be seen downstairs along with others when you go there.
Okay.
The trouble began when Annie the witch met and fell in love with her new bookkeeper, Robert Rutherford. Robert didn't love Annie because he found out she was wicked and heard rumors of her around the plantation. He was interested in the housekeeper, Millicent, whose granddaughter. But when Annie found out Robert and Millicent have a relationship going, she didn't like it. Due to jealousy, Annie cast a voodoo spell on Millicent, who withered and died within a week. Taco in revenge of his only granddaughter he loved so much, he came from that secret passageway, walked all the way upstairs and strangled Annie to death. What goes around, comes around. Annie Palmer died at age 29, 4 feet 11 inches. She was buried in the East Garden by Ashman, the general overseer. He was Annie's lover. He was the one who saw it for tackling the Ills and shot him. Back then it was like a 19th century soap opera. So a lot of lovers that
So, I mean, but she died pretty young.
yeah. She
29.
lived a full life though. She didn't miss any time. She lived every day like it was her last.
Wow.
Original David or fainted couch should pretend fainted from to this time. So this is Annie's sitting room. There are 3 original pieces. Chippendale mirror on the wall. We have guest took pictures. Ghost like images appeared. So this gentleman from Canada visit took a picture. No one crowded this area. When it develops, a lady appeared in it. You'll see that downstairs along with others. We have Annie's sewing box, the one in the middle. We wonder where she finds time to sew. She spends so much time killing other people. I can't imagine Annie sewing. She probably plotted that it's there. Hanging on the wall, that long thing a bell pull was attached to a bell. Whenever she needed her servant, she ring the bell. So those are the 4 original pieces, yeah.
Okay.
Gentleman's room, only wealthy men considered to be a gentleman, where Annie poisoned the first husband with arsenic. After killing this husband, became the wealthiest plantation owner. Different strokes for different folks. She killed them different ways. So the first husband got killed in this room. We have the guest room, which is the safest room in the house. Go on in. No one got killed in this room.
Okay.
In 1988, Donna Franklin, writer of the Love Boat series,
Yeah.
wanted to spend the night here with a friend. They were having tea. They heard babies screaming down at the pearl room, the first room they entered. They went to have a look. There were no babies. When returned, their teacups were missing. They went in search and they found them smashed to pieces. In Annie's bedroom, they packed and leave at once. No one stays there from that day. So the guest room, it is the safest room in this house.
Well, actually, this room is haunted. No, seriously.
You feel an energy there?
Yeah. Just in that room alone. Yeah.
And most people always say that room feel lighter.
No, actually, I feel something. And that is not just my imagination.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it's just something present or something passing.
You never know. This an experience alone and not just an experience.
Yeah, but yeah, how many people died there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the back of the Greathouse, stones that used to build.
Okay.
You know, original limestones came from England as ballast in exchange for rum and sugar. We didn't have a lot of limestones in Jamaica, however, it was a good trade having them cut and sent back.
Yeah.
The house was bigger, had east and west wing attached. Combination of east wing covered walkway, west wing to that side. They call the entire house a calendar house. It had in total 365 windows, 52 doors and 12 bedrooms, as in the days, the weeks, the months of the year.
Wow.
So the Rosal Greathouse, a calendar house. Yeah.
We're going down here?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
What's the step? We're going to the dungeon. Yeah, it is quite safe.
Kindly use rail. This is a okay. This is provided on what your
Watch
step.
Just
Okay.
in case, don't bump your head. See that being from
Yeah. Wow.
Alright, so this area they once used it as a dungeon where Annie would have slaves of punishment. Either sides were jail cells when 16 feet deep,
So foot.
converted in ladies and gents restroom which are safe.
Yeah.
Stones, original coral stones from the reef, beams above bulletwood, much harder than the mahogany. Bear trap used to capture the feet of runaway slaves. No bears in Jamaica, so Annie used it as a human trap. These are photos of interior, exterior. This is the late John Rollins. He bought the 6,000 acres of land, restored the Greathouse to preserve the history, develop Rosal. He died in 2000. His wife Michelle Rollins, the owner today. He just came through here. This is a copy of the original room plan. So this is the main house we have toured.
Yeah.
East and west wing no longer attached, and how far away toilets were from the main house. So you see why they use the commodes in the bedrooms. So the slaves would be the one to empty. The red spot ink and not blood to show where Annie is buried out in the east garden.
Okay.
This doorway cut out during restoration. Alright, so we have photos here. These are photos before and during restoration. We have some here with the Rollins family's close friends. We even have one of America's President Nixon right there. These are photos taken by guests when developed ghost-like images appeared. Look at them, draw your own conclusion. So have a look around Rose for a while and I'll be with you shortly.
Okay.
Or you can come to this side and stop.
So, out of many, one peak, a Jamaican motto, and of course, these are antiques. Rose, in here feels a little bit, you know, maybe it's my nerves. Yeah. Yeah.
So they once used this area for storage of food and wine, and it's off today where you could purchase a cold drink. We have the house special, the witch's brew made from our finest Jamaican rum and fruit juices.
You have the whole special. Repeat the name of it.
Witch's brew.
Witch's brew. What is that now?
It is a mixed drink. It's like a rum punch, but it's way better.
Oh,
It comes in this souvenir jar with the Rosal logo, and the cost is $10 US or $15, $40
Okay.
Jamaican. building strength. Alright, watch your step. So we're going to the tomb of Annie, and that is where Annie Palmer, she's buried.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was it so far?
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it would be more spooky. I guess I gotta come in at night.
Exactly, that is why I tell you that the night war is a reenactment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta come with some people who are just kind of scared. It'll be more fun. I actually sell souvenirs.
So, everything you see online, then you
So they work here?
Hmm?
They work here? Yeah.
They work here by selling craft.
Okay.
Most of what you see, they make them themselves.
Okay. And this is Annie's tomb?
Yes, it is. So this
Okay.
is where Annie Palmer, she's buried. And when John Rollins bought the property, a simple earth grave, so in 1971,
Yeah.
to make sure that remains belong to Annie, they dug it up. 72 proven to be Annie's, they replaced it and with this as a covering.
Okay.
Psychics, they came 1978 and placed 3 crosses on her tomb. Across here, one at that end, one to the side, it fades due to rain and sunlight. So they talked to Annie's spirit. Annie confessing murdering 3 husbands, countless slave lover, said she'll be the second and last mistress. They want to place a 4th cross with of her spirit in. They talked to Annie, but she didn't respond. They didn't know whether she was in or out. They leave the area her spirit roam. She could be anywhere. Yes.
So what are the coins for?
Just place them, they probably, for different reasons. They
Okay.
probably don't want any spirit following them back to her.
Annie,
They're being
you
her
better not
books
follow
or
me.
something.
Because I'm a Jamaican. You might be sorry.
So a song in this store,
Yeah.
the ballad of Annie Palmer, Johnny Can, on the island of Jamaica, long, long time ago. On the rose oil plantation where the ocean breezes blow. Lived a girl named Annie Palmer, she was a mistress for the state. Slaves all live in fear to see the frown on Annie's face. Where are your husbands, Annie? 1, 2, and 3. Are they sleeping beneath the palm trees near the Caribbean Sea? At nights I hear you riding, I can hear a lover's call. I can still feel your presence on the Greathouse that rolls on.
Oh. So some people really believe in stuff because I see some ring there. No one comes there, no one take the ring, and this is Jamaica. And no one take the ring or take anything at all.
Who they go take up the ring, you know?
Huh?
Who they go take up the ring?
Yeah, somebody might take it up and say, oh, it's like a guard ring. So they can use it, but no one will touch it. So, yeah, cool.
It has been my pleasure taking you around. Thanks for making it roll all. I do hope you
So can you take a
enjoyed
picture of
it.
Annie grave?
You can.
Okay.
And have yourself an awesome day.
Honey. Wow. This is a tomb of honey. Hey. Isn't it? Okay. Yes, Jeeps, so that's the tomb of honey. And we are here at the Greathouse. Rose Hall, Greathouse. Yeah. It's a big place. It's very huge. I did a tour of the house as you all see. Yeah. And they actually have souvenir selling after. But you know I'm not a tourist, I'm not really interested in souvenirs, so that yeah, they have souvenir selling. Yeah. Yes, peeps. So this has been a tour of the Greathouse in Rose Hall. And the sea view is crazy, peeps. The sea view is crazy. But peeps, I wonder if I could get a drone shot. I'm wondering if I could get a drone shot. That's the Rose Hall Greathouse. Trust me. I'd love to get a drone shot. Yeah, I would love that. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a drone shot. I'm gonna get us a drone shot, please. Trust me, I'm gonna do that. And then have a lot of kids come to tour it. Yeah, but I've never been here. It's my first time. Yeah. So this has been a piece, but I just said I'm gonna get a drone shot. I'm gonna get a drone shot. Strictly no pathway on lawn. Kindly use area provided. Okay. Yes, bro. Yes, peeps. So this is it. Yeah. Cool. So that's been the end of my tour here. Yep. At the Rose Hall Greathouse. Hope you all full joy it. Hope you all full joy it, peeps. But anyhow, I think I'm gonna like go down on the road and get a drone shot. I'm not just gonna go like that. I spent 15 US, so I gotta get a good shot at this place. For 15 US for you people. So you and you better send back 15 US. I'm just kidding. Am I on the right road? Yes. And it's a long walk down because I didn't drive. So of course I walked. I didn't drive, I walked. I walked all the way. So yes, peeps, and I mean, peeps, let me tell you this. I go through the entire house, but then the room that you said was more safer. I don't think it's my imagination or anything. But you know, like when you grow up in Jamaica, you know when you feel ghosts. Like for example, you're walking in the night or you're walking somewhere and it's not your imagination. People will think like it's imagination. You feel goosebumps. When I went into Annie's room, as she said, and she said to kill whoever she killed there and whatever, or in the husband's room and said to kill whatever, I didn't feel anything. But when I went to that room, I felt goosebumps. So it was like some form of spirit there. And as she said, Annie studied voodoo in Haiti. And Haiti is the capital of voodoo in the Caribbean. Yeah, you know, voodoo comes from Africa, and the Asians, just like how in the rest of the Caribbean, we celebrate carnival and stuff like that. Haiti have some kind of carnival festival like where they, you know, but Haiti definitely believe in voodoo. Voodoo is just normal in Haiti. When I say normal, I mean normal in Haiti. You know? And Annie study voodoo in Haiti. So definitely, her spirit can in fact be in that place. Trust me, it can. That's not a joke. That's actually facts. Her spirit is actually in there, in the house. That's not fiction. That's non-fiction. That's reality. Yeah. But when you hear the story, and I must applaud the tour guide, because she has been doing this over years and thing, but I mean I didn't ask her how long she's doing it for, but I assume because she could tell you a story, tell you the entire story as if she was reading from a book. Trust me, that's good. She got very good memory. Pick up yourself, tour guide. Yeah. I was so interested in getting into the house that I didn't even remember to ask her name. You know, because that's all I really wanted to do was get into the house. I was so interested in getting into the house, I didn't ask her name. But listen this, as a Jamaican, as me growing up in Jamaica, I know that evil spirits are real because I've had encounters with evil spirit. There is good and there is evil, whether you want to believe it or not. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. There is things that you can see with the natural eyes and things that you cannot see. Okay? So, if you want to believe, It's up to you. I know I believe that there are actually evil spirits in this world. And, you know, even in this plantation, after doing so much wickedness and doing so much killing and so much blood spill and all of that, and there wasn't any form of, I would say no, anyone going there to pray or, you know, cast out all those demons and stuff, then that house is seriously. So people go in there even in the night. I think I want to go there in the night to see what it's like to, trust me, because in life you shouldn't have any fear really, and I don't have any fear for stuff like that. No, I don't have any fear. I would say me myself, I don't have no fear. Yeah. So let's see how this goes if I hang it up. But the breeze is blowing extremely hard. The breeze is blowing too hard. I might not be able to get a drone shot because trust me, the breeze is blowing very hard and my drone is small. Yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. So we're coming from the Greathouse, peeps. From the Greathouse. And just look at that beauty. Look at the beauty. The sea is right out there. That's the sea. Sea is just across the road. And then you got the Greathouse right up here. That's the Greathouse, peeps. I think I'm gonna risk it and fly the drone. Trust me, I might not be able to sleep tonight if I don't fly the drone up there. That's the Greathouse. I'm gonna risk it for you guys and get a good drone shot. I gotta get a good drone shot. Yeah. So where I'm gonna fly the drone from? Where I'm gonna fly the drone from? From down here? Of course, I'm gonna do it right from here. I'm gonna do it right from here, peeps. Stick and stay.